Hey, g'day guys, it's Adam from VideoShowMeHow, and in today's video we are working on the D-Max here again, and we're going to be doing one of, I reckon, the easiest mods that you could do to your rig, and that is installing one of the Diff Lock Override kits from TITAN Offroad. Let's get started. So let's get this guy open and see what we get inside the box. Couple of little stickers, that's good. Always good time with some stickers. Let's open her up. And this is pretty much it. This is the full module. You can see we have a full plug and play wiring loom. There's no need to run crazy custom wiring or anything like that. This guy is literally plug and play, which is one of the best things. And then this is the brains of the operation. This is the magic little box that does all the hard yards for us. So that is it. That is it as far as the kit goes. So these guys are super easy to install. Now I can hear some of you guys going, well, yeah, but why do I need one of these? Why do I need a Diff Lock Override? And I'm glad you asked. If you've been out there and you've been using your factory locker in the D-Max, you'll know there's some sort of conditions that need to be met for the thing to actually lock in and for it to unlock. And if you've been on the tracks and you've been using your locker in low range and that sort of stuff, you've probably experienced some of this stuff. I've experienced where this thing at about that 17K mark, if you're in low range and you've got the locker on, it will go and unlock itself. And the other main one is you've got to be in 4 low for this guy to want to lock in. And that's where this guy does all the magic stuff. It intercepts that signal going to your ECU, it reprograms, retranslates in its magic black box way and sends it down there to override a whole bunch of those conditions. Technically, you could be cruising down a dirt track in too high, sort of doing 60, 70 Ks an hour potentially, and having your rears fully locked up. So that's pretty interesting and certainly opens up some different opportunities. So without further ado, I reckon let's take this around to our driver's footwell and get it all installed. So it is dead simple. There is no crazy wiring required. You've got it all here. Where you want to come to is around to our driver's footwell. And then of course, before you go pulling anything in your electrics, make sure you disconnect the front battery. And then once you're all disconnected, you just got to come up underneath here. You can see in here, this guy here, that's the one we want. So you'll see on the side, here's all our little plugs that run along here, 1, 2, 3, 4 in a nice tight line. Here is our little one with the green tape that's all taped up, but this is the guy that we want here. So it's just a push and pull type scenario with that, just like with any other plug. So you can see in here, these guys are designed to fit straight in. So all you want to do there, we want to disconnect that plug up the top. We want to plug it into this end, into the female end. This guy then goes where it used to, so plug that straight in. And then of course, in between here, we just need to plug our new brains box straight in here as well. Then once you're all plugged in, it's just a matter of tucking this guy away. So just grab yourself a couple of zip ties, jump him up right at the top there, out of the way. You definitely don't want it coming down on your accelerator or anything like that, as any wiring goes underneath your steering column. So make sure it's all nice and secured away. And then from there, we are pretty much done. And there we go, we are all tucked up. It's all tucked up, zipped away up in there. You wouldn't even know it's there. Nice black box goodness, which is excellent. True plug and play, as you just saw. There's no running wires through firewalls or needing to hook up power or anything like that. Nice and simple, which is excellent. I reckon from here, let's get this tidied up. Let's put the bonnet down and sort out the back here and get out there and give this a test. Right, so here we are. We are out and about on a patch of local dirt. You definitely don't want to be testing this on the road. Lockers and asphalt do not mix. So what we are going to do, we've got our little diff lock. I've switched these around so we've got a bit more space on the side here. So as you can see here, we are in 2 high, and that's one of the beauties of the kit here. What we're going to do is we're going to give it a test in 2 high. No cheating, 2 high, all the things. So as normal, we want to drop it into drive. We want to go forward. We've found our obstacle, or maybe not. Maybe we want to use it for other purposes. We can flick it back into neutral. We then hit the button here. What you'll see on the dash is 1, 2, 3 flashes. We drop it into drive and then start creeping forward. And depending on where your locker is in its activation, it's going to, sometimes it'll lock straight in, other times it'll just take a second. And there you go, we can see we have locked in. And you can see there, standard sort of stuff, ABS is turned off, traction control, stability control, all turned off there as well. And our locker is engaged. We are in drive, and more importantly, we are in too high. To disengage, you can see we're still all good there. Same story here before, we drop it back to neutral. We're gonna press the button. We press it once there, then just creep forward. Don't worry if you don't see any lights there, just keep creeping forward again. The locker's gonna try and unengage, and there we go. We have disengaged there, or unengaged there, depending on how you want to say it. But so we'll give this a bit of a test in our 4 high as well. So same as always, we'll flick across there, standard activation. We'll give that a little second. It will activate there when it feels like it. Standard sort of stuff. There we go. So we've dropped in to 4 high. You can see our little light there on the dash. And then we go, well, we want some extra traction there. Same story, back into neutral. We'll press our little button there again. Flash, flash, flash. Drop it into drive. We'll just cruise forward, and then boom, there you go. See that one locked up straight away. With your e-lockers, it's different to an air locker, right? So it is sometimes when it's in just the right spot, it will drop straight in like you just saw. Other times you just need to creep forward a little bit, do a bit of wheel action for it to get just in the right spot for it to electronically actuate. So now we'll do the opposite. We'll take it back out. So same as before, drop it into neutral. We tap the button once. You're not going to see any lights or anything there, but if we drop it back into drive, creep along, and there we go. We've disengaged there again. If I flick the switch, disengage our 4 high, back into 2 high, and there we go. We're back into road mode. So there you go. That is a bit of an overview of the TITAN Offroad Diff Lock actuator. But there you go. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? I think that is a pretty smart bit of kit. Let me know what you reckon you might use that for yourself and whether you get that for your rig. As always, guys, massive thank you to the patrons of Video Show Me How. If you want to get involved in the giveaways that we're doing over there, just hit up Patreon/Video Show Me How. These guys here, thank you very much, guys, as always, for your extra support. For more how-to videos just like this one, make sure you check out the Video Show Me How YouTube channel that you're on right now. Hit the old subscribe button for more like this one. But other than that, guys, as always, I hope that you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.